Since birth I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in the music. I'm born in the music. My brand new horizon, the world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time, and it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, the new sound has been found and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in the music. Born in the music. Born in the
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait, I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it. All about it till we spoke in person, don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up, another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like E-I-O. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look,
esto es talento with favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por lo mío, José. 360 ese deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico. Out my way, I ain't built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay. I'm hungry, boy, I'm not here to play.
thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.
I steam, broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I release my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my last order. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tides fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She still with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang Tyler ties. Don't need industry advice, I'm outside with some good.
Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium, here in Las Vegas. The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. Off we go from Vegas. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Minshew going to open up with a throw. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Looking at that play, Mike, there's really no fault on the offense there. That's just an incredible read defensively from the get-go. This is a short, safer pass. They've talked all week. Let's get an early completion, settle in our quarterback. And what happens? The defender steps in front. He's able to make the pick. And that is the fast start this defense was hoping and talking about all week.
Now a man who won a rushing title wearing silver and black, here's Josh Jacobs. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Robert Spillane spills him there. Here's a 2nd and 6. Love quickly out to Watson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, and you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards. On the ground, it's Jacobs. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. On second down, Love. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Packers.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On first down, it's Love. They'll go right back to Musgrave. He's got it again. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back in Vegas after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. The man in motion is Watson. From the gun, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. They go play action with Ritter. That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Now it's the veteran, Amir Abdullah. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Here's a run with Abdullah. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On 1st down, here's Minshew. That's taken in by the running back, Madison. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. In motion is Myers. On 2nd down, it's Ritter. That one into the hands of Turner. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A handoff, running left, it's Madison. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. The mark says first down. They'll fake the give, and now it's Minshew. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Here's a screen set up for Abdullah. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Minshew going to look to throw again. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun on third down, here's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
In motion is Myers. They'll try to throw for it with Ritter. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down. From the gun, it's Ritter. That is going to be called in. He's got it. Jakobi Meyers. Touchdown, Vegas.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
So Ritter will bring them to the line for this two-point attempt.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point conversion.
A run here with Abdullah. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and it will remain a 7-6 game. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Dobbs headed in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This officially a 58-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And they'll remain out front by 1.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
On 1st and 10, it's Ritter. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The man in motion is Watson. Love to throw on 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Throwing on second down, Love. That is incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3-and-out.
That's caught! And they will get him down at the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
The man in motion is Watson. Love to throw it on first down. Right back to Watson. Another grab. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to throw is Love. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's Jacobs. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
His kick is good. Next to score, Panthers 14, Raiders 6. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Off the fake. Here's Ritter. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They go play action now. Ritter will go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Here's carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter.
Garbage.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing third down at the moment. They'll try to run for it. Here's White, and he will fight his way to the end zone. Zamir White, touchdown Raiders. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
And now the Raiders faced with an important two-point conversion attempt.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point conversion.
Out of the gun, it's Ritter. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a two-point game. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Dobbs headed in motion. On 1st down, it's Love. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
On 2nd down, Love. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. A 2nd down throw for Love. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The man in motion is Watson. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. The defense uses its second timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. They'll come up on a second down and 8. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. From the gun, it's Love. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Yellow, zoom.
Throwing is Ritter. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Big play in the game right here. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
They'll run with Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. That is a gain of 15, halfway there as he's down at the 15.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride back to victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. Look at me go. Hey, we about to blow. Act like you know. Hey, we on the road. Look at me go. Hey, bringing it home. We in the zone. Hey, 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 hey. Look at me go. Now you see me, now you don't. If you didn't know, now you know. No, perseverance, my cologne. You can see I got it on. Hold up, wait, stop. You can meet me at the top. I got the magic like a genie in a bottle, baby. I'ma give you what you want. Hold up, wait, stop. Sign my name on the dot, okay. Man, I'm coming in hot, okay. I gotta give it all I got. Yes, I'm living the dream. I'ma make it for the team. I want the gold and the green. Greatest that you ever seen. Look at me go. Hey, we about to blow. Act like you know. Hey, we on the road. Look at me go. Hey, bringing it home. We in the zone. Hey, 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 hey. Look at me go. Running it up. Running it up. Look at me go. Look at me go. Look at me go. You ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. Look at me go. Look at me go. Hey, we about to blow. Act like you know. Hey, we on the road. Look at me go. Hey, bringing it home. We in the zone. Hey, 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 hey. Look at me go.
Point five, do what I should, man. Point five, do what I could, man. Point five, do what I should, man. Point five, do what I could, man. Point five, do what I should, man. Point five, do what I could, man. Point five, do what I should, man. Point five, do what I could.
I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. No, I know right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty. I'm $1 million baby. Don't ask me. Oh, hell no. You rip my city so damn long. But you still don't notice me. Sound next. Oh, VA next. I'm at they neck. I'm running up the check. I see you back home, I'ma see a diva. No matter what happens, he cannot come between us again. I know we're better than friends. Better than friends. I took it up Queen's Gambit. Showed around my friends. Tried to pick some energy up, it don't matter. I know you never moved on if you tried. I don't believe it, baby. I know you lied all night long. What you mean I changed? I stay the same. Had me losing my mind. Said the city is mine. I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. I know right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it.
chain, so I put it on. She be in her, she just made her big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my they say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures.
Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the D's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize, I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys. Trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the D's, then she know it. Eyes on the prize, just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Like they seen a UFO.
We about to move, son. Don't talk about it unless you do, son. I make the backyard feel like a stampede. I make a trash car feel like it's a Bentley. Hanging like a Warhol or like a Banksy. And hit the stage, turn the people into family. I'm talking back then, you didn't know me. But you feel it now, acting like the homie. Talking about, hey, can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now. Can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now. Feel it right now. We about to move, son. Don't talk about it unless you do, son. I said I feel like money on the line. I said I feel like Kobe in his prime, man. Do it for the city, not the gram. I'ma keep it real, 100 grand. Back then, they really didn't know me. But right now, they acting like we're homies. Can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now. Feel it right now. Can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now. Feel it right now.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena. Yeah.
One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, bitches like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies, cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Groom for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from Sanaa. Back in my bag and it's big as a duffel. With blessings on blessings, I came through this struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on guard.
Yeah, yeah. I came through the rain and I came through the thunder. I pushed through the pain, I'm laughing at summer. My head was way hotter, I feel like a starter. Escape with my truth, I came back like Nirvana. Throat is all rocky, it's nothing I real. Go back to back, baby, can't no one here see us. Stomach it all tied, look like a Leah. Went back and forth and back, just like a cornerback. Yeah, yeah, you got veins, I respect whole veins. Tell them get low, man. Just flying high, I gave them low, man. Super the color the whip. Culinary on my wrist, cooking you, I ain't forgot what you did. State of it all, eventually falls. Frequency, this is the ship, I'm home.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on guard.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. We burning up, every time we hear me, we turning up. Every time you see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa, I'm a dancer, you pay fees for my big show in Ibiza, for my leisure. I don't do arguments in my relationships, I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this and say something, I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this, I'm lit.
Boy, it's a picture-perfect afternoon here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The roof is open, and it is time for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Already here, they'll audible to something else. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Love, he's going to change the play here. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2. Here's Love. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. To throw is Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's into the hands of Tolbert. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Prescott to throw it. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Hey, kill! 47!
They run here with Dowdle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Prescott. That's over the middle to Schoonmaker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rico Dowdle taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. And they'll send Watson in motion right. Glove. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Dowdle. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run again with Dowdle. And this time he is in. Rico Dowdle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10. Love now. That's taken in by Watson.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing. Love.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
2nd down and 3. In motion right, Dobbs. Love looking to throw it. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
27 yards there, a 1st down. 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw now, here's Love. Incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
In motion right, Dobbs.
Now Love. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
On 4th down, Love. Here's a ball deep from Musgrave.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play that time through the air. 46 yards. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A 2-touchdown game. 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott off play action. He's got to complete to Tolbert. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 42, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play action now, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
In motion right, Dobbs. Following the interception, Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
In this position, trying to get back into
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Love, they go play action now. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers! Luke Musgrave, 60 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6. To the air again, Prescott. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on fourth down. They're going for it. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Love now. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Love. Caught on the right side, Reed. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. And now Love going to change things up. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Jacobs fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that.